Deniz.
I'm Bruno.
You are listening Syncast. Very welcome to our very first podcast, and we are so glad to have you here with us. Me, Deniz and Selin here. We are the hosts. We will be the host for the next episodes too. And for this episode, Bruno with us for a special guest. Before talking about ourselves, we want to introduce our content to you. Selin, you can start with content.
Okay, today we will be making our first broadcast series, for in Syncro history for the first time. Each episode we will have different topics. We will have different guests in here, and what kind of topics, if you ask, it's cultural things, language things, even it can be foods. And also you can suggest whatever you want. I mean, we are open every suggestion. You can type us from the chat. And also, additional, we are in the Facebook Live right now, and you can comment whenever you want. We will be able to see you from here, but it's a little bit delay, like 7 seconds.
Probably.
Yeah, so don't think like we are not replying you. We will be just late in here. That's all.
And yes, please ask anything you want and share your ideas. It can be good for us.
Yes, we are waiting for you. And afterwards, when we finish our first podcast, and also it's our Syncast is like for a special name for us. And after Syncast, we will share this on YouTube, and you can listen from here. So it's about to talk about ourselves. Deniz, you may go first.
Yes, hello everyone again. I am Deniz from Turkey. Selin and I are here for the project named Ballads from the West. Before talking about what we are doing here and what is our project here, we want to talk about more our backgrounds so you can know us better, because we will together for next 4 episodes. And I'm starting. I am Deniz. I'm from Turkey. I was born and I grown up in Antalya. I moved to Istanbul. Then for my studying, I'm studying at Istanbul Technical University as a management engineer. And in my life, I lived in Virginia, United States for 3 months for the program, work and travel program. And 1 year ago, Corona entered our lives, and I spent my whole 1 year in my hometown with my family. Then I found myself here, and I'm feeling very lucky. My story to being here is actually I'm very lucky because 1 or 2 years ago, I had applied too many European Solidarity Corps projects, too many, all of them that I saw, but I never accepted. I never get positive feedback. Turn until 2 months ago, my girlfriend just forwarded me an email that she got. It was about this project, and I just want to try my last chance after a while, and I applied quickly. All things happened very quickly, and I communicate with the coordinator of this project in Turkey. We made very quick interview. Then we agreed, and I applied, and I'm here. Everything happened in 1 day. Then 1 month later, we came here. We are here like 2 weeks before. And yeah, I'm very happy to be here with you in Syncro and in Zagreb. And also I'm very happy to here with you all you are, wherever you are. I don't know. And Selin, you can continue with you.
Okay, I'm Selin. I'm from also Turkey, and I'm also from Izmir. Maybe you know later. I hope you know, and come and visit because it's a beautiful place.
Advertisement.
Of course, every time we do a lot. Whatever. I was born in Konya, and I grew up in everywhere of Turkey because of my parents' job. And was living in Izmir because of my university for like 3 years, and the corona started and I moved back to my parents' place. And also university, I'm studying business administration in 9 Eylül University, and it is my last year, and I'm so happy to be last year. Like, it's great. And I was looking for a job or internship or anything because I'm about to graduate. I think you know what's the psychology of this. And I applied some of the jobs, but I never take like return from the jobs because they all requires like experience. And in this time I wanted to go to abroad, and I saw this project. There's some opportunities, and unless Deniz, I was lucky, I think, because this was my first like applying for a volunteering project, and I got accepted. Yeah, this was my first time. I'm so happy. Just one. I never did afterwards. Just one, and actually it was for different like UK project, but the coordinator İrem Kuru, thank you so much. Greetings from Croatia right now. And she said, I will take your CV, and she really saved for months. I didn't apply for anything. I waited, and now I'm here in Syncro, as you see.
And this is very addictive because once you start traveling, you start that one project or one opportunity abroad, you want more. More. At the beginning, you have this, you live in this comfort zone, and there's no way you're not going, and then you just go you find a new world, a new universe, and then you just want to challenge yourself more and more and more and more. You don't stop. I haven't stopped. But okay.
Fingers crossed for us. I wish the same, because this is my first time I left my country. I mean, I wish for more and more like you, like Bruno.
Like me.
We're just starting.
You are our star, our leader.
Yeah. I have been out of my country for about 3 years, almost 4 years.
Wow.
Just attending programs and university. Okay. I won't spoil now because we have the whole program to talk. I have the whole program to talk about my story, and especially about my volunteering story. And yeah.
Okay, we will continue. You can talk whenever you want. Like, you can give the spoils.
Oh, okay. Oh, I already start saying. So my name is Bruno. I am from Brazil. I was born and raised in Brazil, and I am a resident in Portugal as well. It was a place where I lived and I studied. I studied international relations there, and I'm here. I was invited by these beautiful people to talk with you about volunteering and how to apply for volunteering, and what was my experience as a volunteer. As you can see, my glass is a bit foggy, so I will just
Today's problems.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So thank you very much, guys, for having me here. It's such a pleasure to be here for the first Syncast.
Oh,
We are so glad.
Yeah, we are welcome to have you as a guest.
Thank you very much.
Oh.
Okay, we can start to ask you some questions. Today we'll pass like that. We will ask so many questions to Bruno.
Because we know you all are curious about what is this. I mean, what is being volunteering? How can we volunteer? Like.
Okay, I'm starting.
Okay.
Shoot
me.
Yeah, simple question. Let's start. Let's get warm.
Okay. Just a warm up.
Round one.
Okay.
Yeah. How did you decide to come here? What was the reason behind of this decision?
Okay. In 2019, I finished my studies, my master's in Portugal, in international relations there. And then, now I'm finishing my master. Now I'm ready to the labor market. Now I'm ready for a job, to find a job. And I applied to many opportunities. That time, I was thinking that I was ready and prepared to find a job, and then I was kind of wrong. I wasn't. And then someone told me just add me in these Facebook groups about these volunteering programs, but I was the first okay we just check one day, and then it was moment of desperate that they came, and then I was start checking, but it was the thing that I was when the person add me on that group. I was supposed I know that I was supposed to check the first day I was added, because and then one day I was just checking the Facebook groups, and I was writing on the groups that I was interested in take part in a project in Western Balkans or Turkey. I lived in Kosovo, so I wanted to come back here to the Balkans, and I also had a very good friends from Turkey, and then they sold me very well the country, and then okay, we'll just try there. And okay, I posted in two groups, and one day one girl from Croatia, she replied to my post saying, "Oh, there's this organization in Croatia. They are searching for a long-term volunteer." And then okay, I read the info pack and all the information about the volunteering. It was like it was for a long term, for 11 months, and it was like, oh my god, 11 months, 1 year being a volunteer, this is too much. I cannot live like a volunteer. How can I need the money, I need to make money. But it was because the concept that I have about about volunteer is just is very vague. I think a lot of people most of people some people they don't know like what is being volunteering, how is be part of impact the society somehow, and you have a lot of return, you have emotional return, you have like you grow up a lot. And then I applied. Okay, I have no. Okay, I will try this, and I can tell you that it was the best decision I ever made in my life. And I don't know the girl. I never met the girl. I asked my friends about here in Croatia, who have you heard about this girl? And people here in Syncro, they never heard about this girl. I don't know this girl. So whoever you are, wherever you are, I'm so grateful to you because I'm here and I'm happy. And
Please find us, please.
So yeah, was one way for me to I applied. So I applied to be a volunteer in this long-term project at Syncro. I finding one opportunity in a Facebook group. We have like plenty of Facebook of groups about Erasmus Plus projects, youth exchange. You can find opportunity there, but you also can find opportunities on the platform. The European Solidarity Corps, they have their own platform. You can just search write European Solidarity Corps on corpse, not corpse, corpse, and Google. And the first
Website.
Yeah, the first result is the one, and then it will just show you how the step that you should follow to apply. And there you can find track by the countries you are interested to go, and then you can see if your country is applicable.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, applicable. You know what it is.
Yeah, you know that we have this struggles with a lot of words. Okay, applicable, and then also you have to search if that project is interested for you. So how different in this program is of course the main thing is a solidarity, but you have like different ways to work on solidarity. You can work with kids, like work education in a kindergarten, a school. You can work in even a pharmacy, organic, not pharmacy, sorry, a farm, organic, like in a organic farm for organic farm. Yeah.
Okay,
There's many of them. You have like projects related to sustainability, to ecology, to work with homeless people, with elderly people. So you just need to see which project suits better you or your preferences and your interests. So yeah, this is another way. And another so like Facebook groups, they have plenty of opportunities. European Solidarity Corps platform, and also you can check your local organization, your country or your city, because usually they post calls all the time to send people from certain countries to go to other countries.
This is how we came here.
Yeah. So that's it. Okay, I have a lot of things to say. So okay.
In time, we have still time. Yeah. Okay. I want to ask about your volunteering experiences.
My volunteering experiences, it was great. Next question. It was amazing. It was awesome. Next question. No, just kidding. No, it was.
I'm curious. Don't let them without knowing.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm very. It's just because I'm very enthusiastic. If you can see that I'm very talkative, and when I'm enthusiastic, I speak very fast. So I try just to slow down now.
Listen here, good lady.
It was a great experience. I learned a lot. I grew up as a person and professionally as well. I met a lot of wonderful people. I learned a new culture. I kind of learned a new language. Actually, I cannot. Croatia is such a hard language, but it's very, very interesting when I use Croatia every day, at least to go to bakery or to order coffee, and just to be polite. At least just to be polite and just. But in general, it was a great experience. I can say that I'm a completely different person. The day I arrived here, and then the day I finished my volunteering, I was completely a different person. I became a completely different but better person, more confident about myself, more confident about my skills. I developed a lot of skills, and also I learned a lot of skills. My project was to support the organization. So I had I improved my skills on social media. I learned how to post calls for volunteers, just to welcome volunteers to Croatia, and also to send Croatian people abroad. I learned how to interview people. I remember that 6 years ago, I was in an interview, and my English was very bad that time, and then I didn't. Then they had to okay, we will stop the interview because you cannot, you're not ready this. And 6 years after, I am interviewing people. So yeah, you learn a lot. You learn a lot, not just about the country, not just about the culture. You learn a lot about yourself. Yeah, basically it was that.
Yeah. You finished your 1 year volunteering here, and I want to ask you, what are you doing here now?
Now I'm doing. There's a program, another European program called Erasmus for young entrepreneurs. After when I was finishing my volunteering, the organization invited me to stay. Somehow they like me. I don't know why. and they invite me to stay, and they offer me this opportunity to apply to this Erasmus for young entrepreneurs. So I have to write one business plan, and I to keep working with them, and keep support the organization. I applied for this program because to European Union I'm not young anymore. There's another important information about volunteering programs. You have to have Or
Yes,
you
it's
have
correct.
yeah, okay. Well, you have
You
to have.
have.
English is such a
Complication.
funny language sometimes. Okay, you have to have minimum 18 years old and maximum 30 years old. So that's the thing to be a volunteer. I was planning to. I wanted to stay here. I wanted to keep. And I want to apply. There's another project. It's not just a volunteering. There's another project called European Solidarity Corps. Trainship and jobs. So you can stay 1 year in organization working as a youth worker, and also the minimum was 18, maximum 30, and I turned 31.
Oh my god.
So I cannot apply as a young person anymore. But for this program, there's a European Solidarity Corps. The Erasmus for Young Entrepreneurs. Like you can apply if you are over 30. So like if there's anyone here is over 30 and was planning just to finish this life and go because you have an opportunity, you have a chance. It's like lose yourself by Eminem.
Do not lose your hopes. Bruno is here. Do not.
And this time I had the opportunity to work on things that I keep working on things that I was working before, but also want to implement new things that I couldn't do during my volunteering period. Now I want to focus more on project management and writing projects. So yeah, and I'm very happy to be back here in this organization, Croatia. Okay.
Yes, as we are.
Very much. We love here. But here is ours, so you can find another place.
No, everyone has opportunity.
Of
You have to
course.
keep it. Don't be mean. Don't be mean. It's just a thing that is very passionate. It's just because you really, really love it.
Yeah, just 2 months.
But
we're
you
here.
know, we said that we want to keep you. I'm going to write one
Aw.
project. When I learn how to write a project, I will write a long-term project. Oh, sorry, long-term project, just to keep you two here.
Aw, thank you. Okay, so want to ask something more.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have like huge differences before I came here, Croatia, and you afterwards? What you found like about your expectations? There's huge difference between them.
I want to add something. You mentioned about when
Okay.
you heard 1 year volunteering, you think like it's too much. What I'm gonna do here, and what happens, and your ideas change after that.
Okay.
1 year.
Okay. After 1 year or okay. The first question before. Okay, but okay.
Okay,
I
you can
actually
go with it.
actually I didn't know how what like, expect. Cause okay, I went through all the information, all the info pack, what I had to do, but in general I didn't expect I didn't know what was expecting from me, and I came here together with one Portuguese candidate, Madalena. Madalena,
Hi.
miss you so much. Madalena was my friend. Is my friend. she is my friend. She was my flatmate and also she was my colleague in the project. So we came together and we were discussing all the time, just typing write each other every day. We didn't know what to expect, and this was very very very good, very interesting. When do you go somewhere you just because there's like two kind of people that like the people just they search for everything, they want to know everything and just be there prepared, and there's all those people, they are more adventurous and they want to go into the dark, and this is me. I want just okay, we just make things to surprise me. Everything was like so I don't know how much was of course my expectations. They were high. They were very very high, but for sure the experience they overcame the expectations that I had. So yeah. And what was the question again?
Yeah, being 1 year volunteering. It wasn't that hard that you thought before.
No, it wasn't at all. It wasn't at all because you it flew so fast. Actually, it flew so fast, and for those projects, it's very good because you have what you have for this project is you get money for your food and personal spendings. You're gonna have your own accommodation. You're gonna have insurance. Even the flight tickets or the transportation is covered by this program. There's other depends on the organization, depends on the project. Other things are covered also, like transportation, like the urban transportation, and even like SIM cards. It's very so it's there's it changes from program to program, and so I took it as like a sabbatical year. I can say I promote a lot of the volunteers to my friends. It's some friends went to volunteering after I say like how good it was being to me, how it was interesting for me, and also I heard a lot from friends of mine the same thing that I was thinking before, because I didn't have any friends who applied to who was a European volunteers before. So for me it was very new, and also for my friends, and the concept that I had, for example, I need a job. I need a job. I don't want to be 1 year volunteer, but you have a lot of outputs, and after the volunteer you learn a lot of, okay, you're gonna learn a lot of things, and you're gonna meet a lot of people as well. You're gonna feel more confident, and then you can feel that you can see that you be really prepared to the labor market. In the end of the volunteering, you write one document called Youth Pass. Is one document that you have to check your like the outputs that you got through all the program, throughout your volunteering. And also you can this document can also you can attach to your CV or your Europass. I heard these days from a friend of mine that the Europass is, I think, for boomers, that no more young people they use the Europass nowadays, but I do. I like Europass because I'm boomer. I'm not young for European Union, so I still use it. So it also can help you to find opportunities to work, keep working as a youth worker, or still work in this in the education field, non-formal educational. So yeah, so best decision ever.
We can see, yeah.
Yeah.
Have you had ever hard times here?
The hard times, okay. We will talk just about, because my volunteering was in the year of 2020. So the hard time regarding the volunteering, regarding the organization, I didn't have any hard time. Actually, I have nothing to complain about. Nothing to complain about. If you ask me if I would do this again, I would just say yes. I would do this again. I will go through everything. Even it was very hard. I think the biggest challenge they are during the quarantine, with the when we had the huge lockdown here in Croatia, and then we had like the earthquake because I never had earthquake. I never. Okay, you're near to Izmir. Okay, just like maybe there's one right now or something like this. Just kidding. Sorry.
Maybe it's happening right now. Who knows? Who knows?
But for me, it was very scary.
It is.
It is very very scary. I think you never, even though you come from a country that you have a lot of earthquakes, you never get used to that.
No, it's after one time, like you are like paranoid, like in
Mhm.
middle of the night you're waking up. Is there earthquake? Is there earthquake?
Yeah.
And you sleep back again.
Yeah, usually I dream, or when your leg kick, and
Yeah.
you're like, oh, it was it just okay, it was fine. But now I kind of got the use to this. I just it was just a earthquake. And when I there's one day I was calling to my friend. I was yeah, what happened? Just earthquake. So you're saying? but
Oh my
but
God.
but yeah, those were the only challenge that I had. It was we are having actually, because the pandemics hasn't finished. Hopefully we're gonna have an end for this, but I can say that it didn't disturb my time here. I had like to find my own strategies to focus on my work or my job. I also was working on my personal projects or doing some things that I liked. So things that you do to not drive yourself crazy. But it still it was a great a great experience, and I didn't have any problem with the volunteering. I remember that my coordinator, Ivana, she called Madalena and I, asking if we wanted to go back to Portugal, and said even the embassy of Portugal contact her, and she said that we need to contact the embassy of Portugal and decide if you go back, can finish the project now before the official end and go back to Portugal, or you stay. And both of us we decide to stay. We decide to stay and continued with the project, with our why we came for, because when you realize that you part of something very very big, it's just something that you see that you contributed to something to a community, to a society. Things is just so I think this was this motivation and discipline was important for me to keep going and continue, and just to be strong, to keep in my volunteering here. Yeah, that's it.
Great. Also, I was about to asking you if you had a chance again, would you like to attend again this being volunteering? But you already answered that too many times.
And I will say again, if it was enough, I'll say again. I would do
Again.
this again.
Clear answer again.
I cannot be a volunteer again because,
No, if you have a chance.
if I had a chance, yeah.
Yeah,
But
for
yeah,
sure.
European Union, just stop.
Stop
just
being
it's-
limited.
Age are just
please,
numbers.
like some people like over 30 some, they are still young.
Yeah.
Especially those like they are 31 or
I
32.
am
He's younger than me.
Okay.
What happened after your volunteering? Like, it's finished.
So yeah, so I stayed. I was supposed to go back to Portugal, and then I decided to stay because the pandemics and all the lockdowns, and I was planning to go to Portugal to see my friends, to spend the Christmas with them. But because I was also planning to come back for this program, because I was during my volunteer I was accepted this other program, so I could link the two programs because they are like kind of different. So this is a possibility, and then I decided to stay here. So after my volunteering, I didn't move Croatia, and then I decided to stay here. So now I'm focused on this new program this for entrepreneurs, young entrepreneurs, and I'm saying that I can say that I'm learning a lot, and I'm very happy to be here, and I'm very happy to have you guys here.
Yeah.
I want to say something to our audience. Please, you can ask anything to us, and to Bruno especially.
Yeah, if you would like to ask, please, we are fully open to comments or anything. We can reply still. Yes.
Okay, then
It
let's
will go
continue.
after 7 seconds. So.
Yeah.
Okay, it's
Bruno,
our
let's
last-
continue. If we see some questions, we can answer also.
Yes,
Mhm.
I'm checking time to time if there is like comment. Yeah, please.
Okay, Bruno, what do you suggest to young people that never been volunteer before?
Suggest people who never been a volunteer before. What I would say. I would say that first of all, like people, they read more. They read about it. Just because because it's easy for me to say just go, like those coach motivational coach, just go. Don't no, read about it. Read if you are interested, if it's something that you want to do it. It's usually I would say like just go, but learn more about the program and more about the project. But first of all, I would say just to check what are your preferences or your interests, what you want to do, and then just have because and then it be easier for you to be prepared to apply to one project. Something very important to know for is there's two kinds of volunteering. You have the short-term volunteering, so have up to 2 months, and you have the long-term volunteering is from 3 months until 12 months. So you can try also if you're interested in the volunteering, you can try the short-term volunteering, and if it's short-term volunteering, and then you have opportunity to apply for a long-term volunteering, and then you can, if this I would like to continue work with this. I found myself in this kind of project, and then you can continue. You can keep working in this solidarity projects. So talk to people also who already been a volunteer before. Talk to local organizations. Talk with them. Just hear experience from hear people who has experience on that. So I think this is always the good thing. I didn't as I said before, I didn't have anyone that could just answer my questions. This is me. This is how I work. I'm like very adventurous. I just went and just let's see. But there's something that a lot of people they are kind of afraid. They have a lot of questions, and of course you need to know where you're going, why you're going, and so you can research and all the information you have available. Let's just think what else. Yeah, basically that. I think basically that about it.
Okay. By the way, Bruno was the long-term volunteer,
Mhm.
and we are the short-term volunteers. We will be here 2 months.
Yes.
And
And it's already our second week
Mhm.
done. Like we are in the 3rd week.
And you can have the opportunity to be a long term. You can do another short term before and again, and then also you can do go for a long term volunteer. So you have a short term, and then you can go for example, I couldn't go if I had like if I had the age, I cannot go for a long-term volunteering because you can just do one volunteering once, a long-term volunteering once. If you do at least 3 months of volunteering is considered long-term. So the short terms is maximum 2 months. But even though you for example, I did a long-term volunteer, I cannot do neither short-term volunteer and long-term volunteering. But there's a volunteering they call team or volunteering in teams. So is you have for example, there's a project. For here is Syncro. I'm gonna use the change the word from my neighborhood project. We have 10 volunteers from different countries.
Short-term volunteers.
Yeah, short-term volunteers, but there is a volunteering in teams. So you can do even though you did the volunteering before short-term, long-term, you can join these as a team. I think this is new. I think it was last year they decide that. So there's this opportunity. Is if you were watching this, if you already done a long-term volunteering and you think that you missed your opportunity, this is your chance. Go for a volunteering team.
You heard him. Listen. As far I know, we have total 12 months for the volunteering.
Maximum,
it's a limit. That's why it's one short and one long term volunteering.
Yes.
Yeah, 12 months is limit, guys. Afterwards, you cannot do.
But it's a good thing that the European Union has a lot of opportunities. It is Erasmus. European Solidarity Corps, they have other opportunities for the traineeship and jobs. They have these. You can do also can apply for solidarity projects. I don't know if you heard about these solidarity projects. You can invite for five friends, for example. If you have one idea for
entrepreneur?
No, for a project. Just for example, just to just look at your mask and just okay, the cat mask, and say like, okay, you want a project to create one thing to feed cats who are in the streets in Turkey, for example. I heard there's a lot of cats on the streets in Turkey.
Yes, we love cats.
So you can apply together. You don't need one organization to apply that. So you can apply through the platform with the 5 friends, maximum 5 friends, and I think all friends, they need to have like also 18 until 30 years old. They need to be young. They need to be young. So and then you can apply this project. Of course, you can, if you want to talk to some organization, maybe some organization will support you, or some people who has experience in writing project. Also, you can also always contact the national agency of your country, or you can search for emails and the European Solidarity Corps to support you with all your doubts. But also there's this possibility.
Guys, we have questions.
Oh my God!
Yes. Are we ready?
I don't know.
First question is, how did you handle the cultural shock?
How did I handle cultural shock?
And she says if there is one.
Wait, I'm just thinking now. Okay, when you talking about cultural shock, the cultural shock is the language. It's like you were a baby again, because you had to learn how to talk, how to speak it, how to communicate with people, and then you have to use a non-verbal communication to express yourself. And for me, the
body language gets in the
yes, all the time. My Croatian is very very limited still, but sometimes I can. The good thing here in Zagreb, a lot of people they speak English, and
Yes.
so
Yes.
I'm very lucky to, because if it depends on the country, sometimes you just go to one one country like the countryside of the country, you don't speak the language. The people there they don't speak they won't speak in English. But it'd be a very opportunity, good opportunity for you to learn more things. I am a bit comfortable in my speaking English all the time, but I try my best to use my Croatian knowledge the most. But I think this is the biggest cultural shock. I don't know. Everything is amazing for me. I won't stay.
Beautiful country.
But yeah, this is just that. So I learned okay how I the handle with that. I'm trying to handle every day, learning new things and trying. And there's a thing that you when you're in a place. For example, it was when I was young. When I was 18 years old, it was the first time I traveled to Europe. I was like. I was young at the time. A young Brazilian lad who was going to Europe, and my English was terrible, more terrible than now. And then I kind of improved because you had the need to talk. You need to express. You need to tell people what you want. So yes, and if you cannot deal with the words, if you don't have enough words to tell people, you can
Yes.
try the gesticulation.
I mean, if you know it even a little bit in the beginning, it's like it comes afterwards when you try to do
Yeah.
something when you live in there because it's a must. But if you don't know anything, it's kind of struggling because we don't know creation,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just a little bit hard actually when someone tries to say something in a
Right.
basic way, especially.
Well, it's not a big problem here in
Yeah.
Zagreb because too many people can
Mhm.
speak English, so we can live easily.
Mhm.
without-
Yes.
And what's
We never
are the?
struggle.
I think this also can. What's the
Yeah.
the biggest cultural shock for you coming from Turkey? I know there's a lot of. And now I'm the interviewer. I'm the host. So welcome to Bruno Cast.
Oh my god, cool.
But this is also because also would like to hear this. What's your
I don't know. We have too many similarities, Turkey and Croatia,
Yeah,
but culture shock.
cultural shock. Hmm.
Yeah, beers are so cheap here. This is my shock.
Cultural shock. I mean, I don't know if it counts as a shock, but everyone is too respectful to other persons, and it's like everyone knows how to respect around. This is cultural shock for me because
Mhm.
in Turkey it's a little bit different.
Okay.
But I love it. I love this. Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah. I'm very impressed and impressed about
Yeah.
the country. I cannot say any negative
Yeah.
cultural shock.
I cannot even say
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, invite me to another program and then I will. Oh, remember the question. Okay, okay, let's go. Let's go on.
Okay, may I also ask what is the best thing about living in Croatia?
The best thing living in Croatia.
Just a minute. He's thinking. He's thinking.
Yeah, no, it's coming. It's coming. It's I don't know how people they are very festive. They like to. There's this culture here in Croatia. They like to. Okay, you cannot gather because we're in a pandemic. Don't gather, people. But they like to have party, or they have they have this thing to drink, to go bar, and to
Being together.
yeah, to enjoy the time. This is very similar. This is very similar to my country because we are like that as well. We are like that as well. And even though we have a lot of problems, political problems, economic problems, a lot of problems in your society, people still smile. People still want to laugh. People like, and what I like in Croatia about Croatian people is how is they have like a very good sense of humor. I love sense of humor, and I love humor a lot. So and then I like how much how much funny people are here. And okay, I remember 2 culture shocks.
In time, there will be more.
One is okay. My friends told me in a funny way, but this is I know that some people they take seriously the propur. Have you heard about propur?
What?
No.
It's like if you open 2 windows or like 1 window and 1 door, and there's a lot of air coming to the
Yeah.
room, and they say that this can kill you. Because can it get you sick?
Oh.
Because this, I don't know if you have this
We
in
have
Turkey.
Jerian.
So here they say propur, in some other regions in the Balkans they say promaya.
It is old people say in our country, and we always make fun of. And they have like tents to open at the same time to windows.
yeah. So yeah, here
But
so
I've
it's a
never
great
seen
thing.
here.
Yeah, it's a huge thing here. I remember there's a friend of mine from Kosovo. He posted on his social media that coronavirus is a hoax. Propur is real. And then it was the first time that I heard about that. It was that, and it's just like in the first article, it was the first result. It was like Promaya / Propur, the most dangerous serial killer that attacks in the Balkans. I was, whoa, it sounds a serious thing. But yeah, this is one thing, and another thing that for me is not common in my country, and I learned this last year is the thing when if you're celebrating your birthday, you have to pay everything for everyone.
Really?
Yeah, just the thing, you have the host. If you just if you are just want to celebrate your birthday, you have to pay, or at least pay. Okay, I'll pay the drinks, and then you can just something to eat, or I will just prepare the food. Just you just I will enter with the food, and then you just bring what you want to drink. But yeah, this is the thing, just because in Brazil we just you can bring a but yeah. But this people here they take very very very very seriously their birthday. And
Yeah,
that's
I
it.
heard about it. Did you ever celebrate your birthday in here?
Yeah, I celebrated last year. It was Madalena and I. We work together. We are friends. We hang out together. We live together, and we celebrate the birthday at the same day. And there's another mentor at Syncro, Mario. And he celebrated the same day, so we celebrate the same day our birthday. And then we split.
And you
Cute.
started to pay it.
And then this was good. And we could split the bill at least.
Yeah, that's a good. Okay, we have so limited time, so we need to answer. Nika is asking, what is the difference between volunteering teams and short-term volunteering? Question. It's so deep.
Question. Okay. Okay. One thing that you have a minimum of people to join the volunteering in teams. I think the minimum is 10 people and maximum maybe 20. I don't remember now. And the short-term volunteering, they are and they can in the teams they can be from 2 weeks, I think, like very very short, and to 2 months. And the short term you can have like number of volunteers less than 10, so it can be 3 people, 4 people for different programs. It depends on the project that you're applying to, but I have to investigate more. But I think that is that the if you are short term in teams, you have minimum of 10 people, and you do mostly the same things at the same time, the part of the same project. And if you're short term, you can have, for example, one organization can have different short terms. For example, you're doing different things, and the other volunteers, they're doing other things. So you can have short term volunteers in one organization for different projects. So yeah, basically that. I hope I answered your question, Nika.
Last question, I think.
Yes. Chloe asking, do all the participants for an independent soldiership project all need to come from the same country, or can it be international?
Wait, do all the participants for one independent soldiership project all need to come from the same country, or can it be international? Legend, wait. Can you go to a break just for me to really think about that?
Chloe, good question.
Oh yes. This is a thing that this is a solidarity project. They are for the local impact. I remember it is more focus in your local country, because it was what I read and what I heard in the one training course that I had during this the volunteering, and I can talk about this also. There's a training course. It's more in the local field. So it's your friends in your city or in your region, and you live. If you have this idea to implement some solidarity project to impact like your community, you can gather your friends. Because I'm not sure if you can just invite other people from other countries. For example, you have a friend in Germany, or you're from, for example, you're from Austria, you have a friend from Germany, and then your friend will come. I don't know if the project will cover the accommodation for your friend or things like that, or so I think it's just amount of money for you to have this project, but also I need to investigate more, because it's a very very new for me as well, but mostly is for local to impact your local community. There was one thing that I want to say is usually the most common volunteerings are they call cross border. Is you go into another country. It's like what we are doing here, guys. But also we have the in country volunteering. Also you can be a volunteer take part in the volunteer program. It's a ESC program as an in country volunteer. For example, you're from Turkey. You can apply to be a volunteer in Turkey. So through this program, but also it depends on the project. If the organization wrote a project to aiming the local community. I remember there's a friend of mine who was a volunteer in one organization here in Croatia. He's a Croatian. And he applied as a Croatian, but you can contact some organizations, or you can also contact the nation agency, and just if you have some questions about it.
And Blanca just answered. Thank you.
Because I think there's.
She said, "If you don't worry."
Let's just think. I think Anthony also.
No, Anthony asked for the name of Nika, because Nika doesn't have Facebook account.
He asked
yes,
for
Nika.
Nika.
She was Nika.
Okay.
Yeah. We asked for.
Hi, Nika. Hi, Anthony.
Hi.
All right. Thank you for the all answers.
Yes, and thank you for the comments and questions.
I want to add some last things. As a volunteer since 2 weeks, baby volunteer maybe, I'm totally agree to Bruno about being volunteering. I suggest agree with Bruno. I am recommending as my 2-week experiences. We are very happy here.
Yes.
Yes.
And it's amazing to be here. I mean, even it's 2 weeks, we learned a lot. Like I can't imagine like long-term volunteering or time off or working in here. It's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So we are about to done because our time is up. Yeah. Don't worry, we have next times, guys. Please be with us our next time if you enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed, and we are so happy to have you in here. And thank you so much for your time to listen us in here. And we will continue to share our events, Synclaws and Syncast. Synclaw is our Syncro's events, which created by our volunteers, and we always sharing in our Facebook and IG accounts this both events.
Yeah, every week we have one Syncloud and one Syncast. We are sharing from our Facebook.
Yes, you can. If you can check, you can see everything we just shared, and you can check the details. We also add to description. So yes.
Okay. The records of this Syncast we will upload to Spotify as a podcast format.
And YouTube.
And YouTube as a video format, so you can watch again, or if anyone not watch, can find these videos or podcasts later. Then thank you everyone.
Thank you.
See you next week.
See you.
Same hour.
Thank you.
Bye bye. Thank you.